This is a question I get very often, so I thought doing a short video just sitting on this question and trying to find the answers. What about reducing the visibility of pores? What about making them less apparent in mature skins? Because 99% of the time we talk about reducing pores, we are talking about young skin, teenage skin, dealing with acne and oiliness. So what about mature skin, which also has a concern with pores?
Oh!
Hi skincare people, Custodio here, DH Traveler, always asking the question, what is that skin wanted before marketing got in the way? Thank you for being here. If it's your first time, I hope this is interesting. If it's not your first time, one way or another, consider also following me on Instagram. There is a lot of skincare content out there. Also, in case that's interesting, a little bit more personal, some obsessions, some likes, some causes which make me tick. And today, one cause that makes me tick, it's definitely this topic of more appearance of pores. Sometimes we hear about open pores, where pores are open always. So really what we talk about is the appearance, is the visibility of pores. It's not the existence of pores, it's not the number of pores. So to reduce pores means their appearance, not the number of pores, because pores are a structural element of skin, very needed for you to secrete your sebum, things we don't like to hear, but things which protect our skin. So what does it mean for mature skins, that some skins, mine included, because I have 50 years old and I have an oily skin, that pores become more apparent, more visible, and we don't like that? Well, basically we talk about, think about a mesh, a fabric. If the fabric mesh, it's very tight, you have the structure not so visible. If you lose, if everything becomes a bit less dense and the element of surface, it's less uniform, then you see the mesh of the fabric more visible. So when we think mature skin, the normal advice to use salicylic acid, to combine salicylic acid and niacinamide, these would be two good advices for addressing pores in a younger, oily skin. So those advices don't stand when you think about mature skin conditions. Also for younger skin, very often it's more of a primer type of solution. So basically we don't reduce the appearance of the pores, we cover them. So it's more like silicones and polymers, which also can help out. These might help or not in a mature skin condition, but sometimes it doesn't, because that mature skin might as well deal with problems of wrinkles and sagginess, and not always adding too much polymers to the surface will help you out. So I will tell you, from my personal perspective, there are two things which help out pores in a mature skin. And maybe the first one you will not like it, because I'm going to tell you it's not an immediate, it's more of a medium long term, which is boosting collagen. So boosting collagen will favor everything about your skin. That's structural, that's density, that's the protein that keeps our organs and our tissues all together. And that's the case as well for skin. And one of the main reasons of that mesh, remember, the fact that the fabric is not so tight, it's the loss, the natural loss of collagen. So I would say that in your diet, increasing the amounts and being very consistent about vitamin C and zinc, which by the way are two things also very important for your immune system. So I'm not giving you medical advice, but nevertheless, it can't be that bad that for a period of time you increase your zinc or your vitamin C. In case of doubt, of course, always ask your doctor. You might ask, what about vitamin C in skincare? By all means, keep it in your skincare. I'm just not betting that topical use of vitamin C can so directly increase the production of collagen. I know that this is normally a claim which is made. I think it's far too much of a bold claim for the sake of stability and penetration of the vitamin C. If it does, good news, it's doing it. But the way I see vitamin C topically, it's mostly as the brightening antioxidant that it can be. Of course, it favors healthy tissue that will also have an echo in terms of collagen production, but I don't believe in a cause effect. It's still to be proven. So think about food supplements with vitamin C, natural, rich vitamin C foods in your diet. Thinking about topical and collagen boosting, that to be clearly retinoids. All retinoids are by definition the family, so vitamin A, retinoic acid, retinol, all the retinoids are the good guys which will medium term help you to produce more collagen. And any higher plumping effect in terms of collagen production will make the surface visible pores less apparent because you are densifying the fabric, the tissue. A very good companion to retinol is always niacinamide. I've mentioned niacinamide as one of the ingredients for younger, oilier skin to associate to salicylic acid. You can still consider associating niacinamide to your retinol. They are very well together. 5% niacinamide, it's already a very tested, actually it is the tested concentration of functional niacinamide. So you don't need to necessarily, together with retinol, go to those 10%, 20%. There is no drawback in doing it for the sake of retinol, but we never know long term having such high concentrations of niacinamide if that might also prove slightly irritating. So I told you there are two ways. So one we already addressed, which is boosting collagen. Another one is to be texture plumping. So anything which more on the skin surface can help out to have a plumping effect. So the first ingredient that comes to mind, it's clearly hyaluronic acid, but I would give you a lead, which is formulas where glycerin is also very high in the formula. If you find products containing both hyaluronic acid, which will be sodium hyaluronate or hydrolyzed sodium hyaluronate in the formulation, together with glycerin like the second or third ingredient. So normally you have water and glycerin immediately after second or third position. Sodium hyaluronate also high in the formulation, like 1.5 in the formula. Then you have something which is a very good plumping effect on the surface. And don't forget that pores are always in the surface of a mature skin, a sign of losing density. So if you have a plumping effect, what else can help you out? Ceramides to also strengthen the skincare barrier. Even panthenol, it's an ingredient often used for baby skin, for sensitive skins. Some of the Cica products also contain panthenol. Panthenol, together with the ceramides, the glycerin, and the hyaluronic acid, can actually help to create that plump, dewy surface which makes the pores less apparent. So I hope this was useful. A lot of the things I'm saying are things I'm practicing myself. I advocate for this idea of promoting collagen, plumping the surface. These are things I try to do for myself. If some of these is useful, I'm very happy. If not, you can also leave comments below to say that you've tried some of these, or even more interesting, that you tried other things and they worked out and they are not the things that I mentioned here. So let's enrich the content also in terms of the comments down below, and always every week say no to pores in our case, but also say no to boring skincare. Ciao. With pores, without pores, consider following the channel, activating the bell, and see you soon.